Hey everyone, Jan here with a review of the Black & Decker LST 140C battery powered trimmer and edger. Now this is going to be a meta review, which means that you're not going to see me unboxing this thing and weed whacking everywhere. Basically, I'm doing this as a quick summary, and I've gone through all the Amazon reviews. I've read all of them. I've gone to the Black & Decker site and I've watched a whole bunch of videos, and basically I'm putting together this video to try to help you save time and answer some of the most common questions that everyone seems to be asking about these products. And hopefully if I speak too fast, it's just because I'm trying to keep things short so that I can save you time. So let's get right into it. Let's look at the Amazon reviews right now. It's a new product, so there's only 19 customer reviews, but it's very similar to other products that are already on the market from Black & Decker, which I will briefly show you later. And if I look at these stars, it's hard to gauge, but most of them are 5 stars. And I did read all of the stars. And basically, there's always a few 1 and 2 stars. And these are people that are getting duds. So basically, the guy with the 1 star is saying that his battery died a few weeks after the warranty or return period was up. And I've reviewed a whole bunch of these battery powered tools before. So one of the tips I can tell you is, especially with like a trimmer and a blower and the yard tools, is you don't use them every day. You're not using them constantly. So it's harder to know if you have a dud model or not. So basically, go out, use it in your yard a whole bunch of times before the return period is up. That way you know if it'll crap out on you. Because if you use it once, put it in your garage, wait till the grass grows next month, and then use it again, it doesn't work, well, then your 30-day period is up, right? So try to use it a bunch of times so that you get an idea if it's a dud model and it'll break. Otherwise, the consistency of these tools should last many years. If you have a bad one, you just have to know right away. So don't use it once, shove it in your garage, and then forget about it until the end of the season, right? So that's what happens to these 2 people. So they're complaining, which is normal. They should complain. In general, so the battery life is really dependent on how heavy the grass is that you're cutting. So some people say it only lasts 20 minutes for me, and someone's saying it's lasting over an hour for them. Most people are saying it lasts about 30 minutes, and when I look at the other 40-volt machines, they last about 20-30 minutes. And there's always going to be somebody that says it only lasted 10 minutes, and there's someone going to be like an hour. It really depends on how thick the grass you're trying to chop down. If you're really, putting a lot of power into it, you're going to wear the battery out faster. So in general, it lasts about 30 minutes, which should give you enough time to do whatever yard work you need to do. Now, you do need to charge it. It does take about 2 to 3 hours to fully charge. Again, just to let you know, if you need to do a larger yard, then get yourself another battery. That way you can just switch them over and you can finish your yard in one shot instead of waiting to do it later on or the next day. Now, the only thing I noticed that some people would say is that, you see there's a little clip there, and let me go to that little clip over there bends over. Let me see if I can get a picture there, right there. So there's this model here, but there's also another model that has a wheel, and people say that the wheel works a little bit better. Obviously, it's easier to roll than to to drag the metal piece across. So as a trimmer, it's a little bit harder to use than the other model, but as an edger, there's absolutely no problem. Everyone loves it. So let's just take a look at the other model that's really close to it. Basically, this one is the $100 model here, and then there is the combo kit, which I did a video of that previously, and you can watch that video. But basically, the combo kit, for $50 more, you'll get this blower. However, the blower actually blows, and if you want to watch that video, you can see why I went through all the reasons why people really did not like that blower. And there's also another model here of a 136. So I wanted to compare the difference between the 136 and the 140. And basically, I went to the Black & Decker site, and I started doing a comparison here. And it doesn't. This is the 140, and this is the 136. And the 136 has been on the market for a long time. That's why it has a lot of reviews compared to the 140. And basically everything else seems the same except that the weight is a little bit less. Now, I don't have the two models side by side in front of me, so it's hard to compare. Why is the weight less? Well, maybe they're using a little bit more plastic instead of metal. I'm not sure if that makes it better for you if it's weighing less, or if it's cheaper. That's a little bit harder to know unless I have both of them, and I don't have both of them in my hands at the same time, and I haven't seen any reviews comparing the two directly yet. So that's a little bit of a judgment call, but the 140 is the newer model, and it looks to be that, you know, with a relative small amount of reviews, that people are okay with it at this point. Again, if you're ordering, just an idea, some people mention that you know, they run out of spools, so instead of having to order again and paying maybe another shipping cost, you can do get your replacement string at the same time. Basically, that's pretty much it. Overall, it's a good model. Most people like it. Maybe you might want the one with the wheel to make it a little bit easier for you. That way you don't have to hold it up as much. But otherwise, it works very well, and people are generally very happy with Black & Decker models of the trimmers, and all of them work fairly well. But this is just the newest one that I wanted to put out for you, and hopefully this has helped you. And if you want to see any of the reviews yourself and read some of the questions and specific things, I've gone through most of what people covered, but if you want to ever go check it, I put the link in the description to make it easier for you to find all these Amazon reviews. So thanks for watching, and hopefully this has helped you. Thanks.